All week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe, never know when I'm going to...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
Second and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it. And some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, Pollard again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On the move to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
And maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 8-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start by running the option to the lane. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't hurt too well.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Now 2nd and 9. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. Back to throw now in his own end zone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Purdy from his own end zone.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Prescott now.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Gibson.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love it. Defensive guys, 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape. And
that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 74 yards. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Powering his way forward. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up first and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On play action, Prescott. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll run with Pollard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They toss it down to Pollard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Pollard again. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now, because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme, come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
From the right hash, this from 53. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they move it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Now Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down, here's Mitchell. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Second and 6.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Elijah Mitchell.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Extra point try now for Moody.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Cowboys 7. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
CeeDee Lamb.
75 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
On first down, Purdy.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after
one. Second and 10. Now they'll change things up. Back to the air on second down, Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
From the gun to give to Mitchell.
He's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Here's 2nd and 3. Another run with Mitchell.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already. And as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Purdy looking to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down.
And look at this, another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator, and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. From the 35, here's the 2nd and 8.
Brings us 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Right back to Mitchell here. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They run over center with Mitchell.
Well, he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
First down, San Francisco.
A give here to Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Pollard will take it up the gut, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Well, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy.
Flush to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
On the handoff, Mitchell. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mitchell.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now up to 14.
Cowboys 14. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Here we go, 46.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconvinced.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for it.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Prescott now, option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you'd make a great...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Lamb will go in motion. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
This is Lamb on the end around. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
2nd down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots it.
Here's Mitchell.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st down, 49ers.
Purdy now to throw.
Rolling to his right.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Flushed out right.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
49ers field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first downs.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Prescott now. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
They run. It's Mitchell.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
Rolling to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On second down, Prescott again. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44.
But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Down to the 41.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 41 yards. And the 49ers have opened the lead up to 30. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Prescott to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing. Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Listen, when you've got a guy with 3 touchdown catches back pocket already, you can guarantee they're going to keep looking for him, and you can also guarantee he's going to keep asking for the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of a yard.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And that's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Prescott now, option right. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, 51 yards. And the 49ers have got it on cruise control. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Prescott on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and an incompletion as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Prescott.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
At the 44-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, Mustang 19.
2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
On the ground is Mitchell.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
Flushed out right.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Niners get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A run with Mitchell.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
3rd down and 1.
He was taken down by Devon Clark.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
By Malik Jefferson. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Mitchell.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
The Niner ball carrier. Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 5.
Mitchell is in. Touchdown 49ers.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Niners 66, Cowboys 14. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And that will force a turnover on downs.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
Another run with Mitchell.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
On the stop. It's a gain of 3.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. A give here to Mitchell.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Now it's Mitchell.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Prescott off play action.
This one thrown deep for Schoonmaker.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was up. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Elijah Mitchell.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Pass complete. He's got Hendershot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is, For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings us
Right back to Mitchell here.
at the 39-yard line.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, Mitchell.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell.
14 yards.
And the 49ers just continue to roll. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead.
Part, I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
Devontae Turpin on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
At the 16.
2nd and 6. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I know without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you had looked, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And his kick is indeed good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Into the hands of Hendershot.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something execute.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 65 yards.
And the 49ers are pouring it on. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Kevontae Turpin now to return.
And they can't bring him down.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On play action, Prescott.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down, Prescott.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And
2. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line. Purdy. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it.
Under pressure, they got him again. Damone Clark in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Purdy looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It got his man complete. A big third down play there for the Niners. 52 yards. Purdy to throw it on first down. He'll buy some time right. It returns it right back to Samuel. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
An 18-yard attempt.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A first down throw for Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
First down, Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover.
And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time. And he's got a man, complete. There he goes, right side. Juwan Jennings. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
To kick off for the 49ers.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Prescott. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
A 70-yard attempt.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was that was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Prescott down. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And look at this, another fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well.
Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, play.
Oh, wide open, complete.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One last shot now for Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so